What is going on? Episode 69. This is the fun number. It's right in that sweet spot between 70 and 68. Mwah. Got all the boys are here. Tim, Devin, Fitz, Matt, and myself with a special guest. I'm pumped for this. TD. Woo! It's in the building, baby. Let's go. App State monster of an inside linebacker putting on a clinic against Miami. Elon doing it every day, all day. I'm excited to have you on, man. Thanks so much for joining us.
Appreciate to be here, man. Yeah, 69. Congrats, man. What a show.
Hey, I appreciate it. Couldn't think of anybody better for episode 69 than you, from what I've heard. So let's go. Hey, man, you're a Georgia boy. There's a lot of Georgia boys on the app team. How is that growing up in Georgia, and you guys kind of stay close together up there?
Yeah, man. So kind of had a different childhood, you know. My pops is a coach, so moved around a lot, but was born in Atlanta, then came back for high school in Georgia. And yeah, you know, we're very proud to be from Georgia. I'll tell you that much. We we talk a little shit to the boys from North Carolina and South Carolina. You know, we run the high school football in the South, but yeah, we're pretty tight knit group, and we love our state, man.
Dude, yeah, absolutely. I'm sure. Like, I've heard from all of them. Are you a Falcons fan?
You know, not really.
Okay.
Braves are my team. The rest, you know, could care less.
All right, touche. Okay. I was gonna rag on you about Matt Ryan, but never mind. We're good.
You know, we already lost the Super Bowl a couple years
ago. So your team, your high school team, went to 4 in a row state championships. That is amazing. I think you won them your freshman, sophomore year, if I read it correctly.
Yeah.
How crazy is that, man?
Yeah, really crazy. Buford, you know, shout out Buford, but a very like historic program. Actually, D-line coach at Miami, he was my high school head coach, and yeah, he just kind of built a program after a guy named Dexter Wood, and you know I think they've been to what is it, 14 or 15 state championships out of the last 20 years. So I mean, you know, we got it rolling in Buford.
Damn.
Holy shit.
That is wildly impressive. Devin's part of East Surrey here in North Carolina, and they're on their 4th or 3rd in a row state championship.
3rd in a row right now. Yeah.
They gonna pull it out this year?
We'll see. We got bumped up a division, so it'll be a little bit tougher, but you know, we're working through it.
Yeah, absolutely.
You talked about your dad being a coach, former DC of App, Ted Roof. How was that?
You know, it's a little different. I mean, like coming out of high school, I went to Georgia Tech, and he was the DC there, and yeah, that was a little different. You know, a lot less family chat, a lot more about football. You know, you missing class, he's running you at 6 a.m. It's not somebody else. So that's a little different dynamic, but it's all good, man. You know, it's a lot of fun, you know, just because growing up, he wasn't my little league coach. You know, he had to coach on Saturday. So it was actually pretty cool for him to just like coach me and kind of be my pops too.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Was he only your coach at Georgia Tech? Yeah,
he was coach at Georgia Tech, and then when I came to App State, my first year, I had a red shirt for the transfer rule, and I guess he was my coach then too. But yeah, that's. I mean, besides, I think when I was like 4, he coached a little league team, a t-ball team. That's about it.
Okay. Hey, that'll work.
Yeah.
So we talked about baseball. I'm assuming you played baseball growing up. Any other sports in there?
Yeah, baseball and track, man. Kind of gave up baseball going into high school just because Buford, you know, kind of wanted to focus on one sport. And, you know, I love baseball, though. It's America's game. How could you not? And then track, you know, kind of was forced upon me. But, you know, it got me in the best shape. So, you know, don't regret it at all.
Yeah, man, absolutely. I mean, track and football, they have to go hand in hand. Most coaches require you to do it. Yeah.
Speed kills.
Yeah, exactly. Hell yeah. So you come out of high school. How many offers did you have, if you remember?
I don't really remember, to be honest with you, man. I mean, I had a couple P5s and I don't really remember. I'd have to look it up, to be honest with you.
Hey, it's all good. I was supposed to do my homework and I obviously did not, so it's all right. So you go to Georgia Tech and then Indiana. What went into your decision there to go from Georgia Tech to Indiana?
All right. So first year, go to Georgia Tech. My pops, he got fired after that year, and so I was like, well, I'm not really gonna play for the dude that fired my pops. That could get a little hairy, that could get a little awkward. So transferred to Indiana, and didn't really took one visit. It was during like Christmas break, so I didn't really know anything about it. It was just like, yeah, let's do it. And
sign me up.
Yeah, sign me up. And I mean, there's some awesome people up there, but went up there, had a couple injuries, and was kind of like, do I love it? Do I not? So ended up taking a little break from there, coming back home, working a job. And then when Drink got to App State, he was like, hey, do you want to play football again? And I was working 9 to 5, and I was like, heck yeah, I've had enough of this. So yeah, I need my college degree and play some ball. So then ended up going to App State, and love it here, and very one of the better decisions of my life.
Dude, absolutely. Hell yeah. I'm glad because that was my next question. What led you to App? So you led it perfectly. What sold you on Boone?
The people and the tradition, man. I mean, not to say anything about Indiana or Georgia Tech, but App State wins, you know what I mean? And it's fun to win. And it's quite a culture when you expect to win, and like even Miami, you expect to win. We couldn't pull it out, but we expected to go in there and win. And that's fun, man. That's type of program you want to be a part of. You don't want to be part of a program that's playing it close. You want to be one there, go out and win. You know what I mean? So just that, and I don't know. Boone's different, man, but it's cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And you're right. Winning, everything's better. Coffee tastes better the next morning. Food tastes better. Loving, everything's better after a win.
Absolutely, man. I mean, you can't beat it.
No, not at all. Boys, you guys got any questions for TD here? Jesus.
I think we just lost Evan.
No, I'm still here.
Is Evan still here?
No, I guess we lost him.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Now, biggest thing for me, we obviously different paths in life, but we kind of did a similar thing. So I played my freshman year at App, got in some academic trouble, quit, and ended up coming back a year later and finishing it out. So it's pretty cool to hear somebody else with kind of that similar thing, working a 9 to 5, and you're just like, I kind of miss this shit. Like it's a whole different thing.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's kind of nice to be a college student. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I miss it every day.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice.
Okay, so I've asked, I think, every App player we've had here the same question, and it always gives our listeners just an insight, of you off the field. So let's say you chase your dreams, and if the NFL is your dreams, you get in, you have a successful career. What do you do when you retire? Do you travel the world? Do you collect Pokemon cards? What is it that you would do in your enjoyable free time?
Number one answer, I'd rent a mega yacht and go to Monaco for the F1 race. I'm really into F1 since the Netflix doc came out.
Nice.
So, I mean, that's top tier. That's up there.
That would be pretty wild, actually.
Exactly, right? That'd be a hell of a time.
Everybody who watches Formula One is on their bucket list, isn't it? To go to Monaco.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt about came out of his damn seat.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he did. Yeah.
I've got a bit of a hard on, to be honest. I was like, oh, hello.
Matt, who's your driver?
I'm a big fan of Lando Norris.
Okay, yeah.
He lives near me. He lives quite close to me.
All right, there you go.
Yeah, he does. He goes to the Top Golf I go to as well. They're
All right.
practically brothers.
There you go.
Practically brothers.
TD, what about you? Who's your driver?
I'm a Daniel Ricciardo guy. I love Horner and the Red Bull team, but I mean Daniel Ricciardo, how could you not? I mean, he wears party shirts, you know what I mean? How could you not love that guy?
He's for the boys. Yeah.
He's for the boys.
Absolutely.
That guy could have the worst day in the world. Like if anything could go wrong this day, and he'd still have a massive smile on his face, and that's why he's so livable.
Positive vibes, man.
Yeah,
That's what it's all about, baby. TD, I gotta tell you, I gotta ask, Elon, last Saturday, you grabbed a interception in the end zone, return that thing 90 yards, man. How frustrating was it not just to get it in the end zone?
I mean, it was very frustrating, but we had quite a series before that, so I was pretty tired at that point. And come to find out, the guy that tackled me is the one that dropped the ball, and then he ran down the sideline out of bounds so no one could touch him, and then he tackled me. But I mean, it is what it is. It's a missed opportunity, but I'm just happy they didn't score, to be honest with you. That's all I'm happy about.
Yeah, hey, I hear you, dude. But 90 yards, you show off that little speed, man, a little flair there.
We try to bring some of that track speed back into it, but it doesn't always work. But
yeah, dude. I mean, just golly, was there any thought like, hey, I should go down here? I'm in the end zone, or like, nah, I'm taking this thing.
No, I caught it, saw he fell down. I was like, nah, I'm out. We're gonna give it a college try. We're gonna go for it.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm here for.
Hell yeah.
How was it running through the new entry? In years past, watchers and listeners, if you don't know, like we used to come through the tunnel from the old locker room, and you kind of come down the hill. Now you're coming from the new facilities straight onto the field. How was that?
I like it, to be honest with you. That hill can get slippery at times.
Yeah.
I've seen many people fall down that, but yeah, it's sweet, man. Our new facilities are sweet, and it's just it's honestly cool because you kind of come out and you see everything instead of just like you wait, and then tunnel opens and you go. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, absolutely, man. When they announced that you guys would run through that, I was like, oh, wow, that's going to be awesome. It's going to be electric. And I'm sure, the Rock was sold out last Saturday. That place was rocking. I'm sure you guys were loving it.
Yeah, the Rock was packed, man. App State fans are the best. They packed it out. Hopefully we get a packed out crowd this Thursday too. That'd be sweet.
I think we are. Marshall, it's like we were talking about before we hopped on air. It's a little revenge game here.
Yeah.
It's going to be good.
Sure.
Speaking of, is there any game on the schedule that you've got marked on in red here, like you've been waiting for?
Coastal, man.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
Coastal Carolina. I don't want to give them any bulletin board material, but we're not the biggest fans of them. They're not the biggest fans of us. So yeah, we're looking forward to Coastal coming to the Rock this year.
Yeah. I think as the pub here, we all stand behind you there. We totally agree.
We appreciate it, man. The mullet's got to go down this year.
Hell yeah. Hey, I'll bring you the scissors, man. You just cut that shit. Evan, I don't know, Wi-Fi problems here, but his typical question is, what's your ceiling and what's your floor of NFL players? So at the peak of your play, who's someone you emulate? And then realistically, who's probably someone you're more similar to?
Oh, dude, I don't know. I don't know many I don't know many 5'11", 215 linebackers running around in the NFL. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know. You'd like to think certain people, but that's honestly never gotten that question before. I really don't know, to be honest with you.
Okay, that's fair. That's Evan might be a little disappointed. He just hopped back on, but I think we'll let it slide here.
Yeah, sorry, my internet's just going ape shit right now. So,
but all right, we'll give you some time to stew on it.
Yeah.
Boys, any other questions before we put him on the hot seat and some listener questions for him?
Favorite place to party in Boone?
I mean, there's not that many options, but
That's true. That's very true.
it's got to be
Yeah.
El House or Portos. You know what I
Hell
mean?
yeah. Hell yeah. Portos. for
But
life,
shout out
baby.
Tap Room. Shout out Tap Room. They're they NIL, so shout out Tap Room.
Hey, there you go. Let's get this man paid. Let's go. Hey, all right, TD. First hot seat question here. What the hell does TD stand for?
Terrence Davis, man.
Terrence Davis. Now the people
Yeah.
know.
I got a twin brother, so my dad split half his name. So,
Hey, all right, there we go. I like it.
Really good.
Favorite genre of music?
that's a tough one for me, man. I listen to everything, but I mean, it's got to be hip hop or country.
Okay. Little different vibes here. Give me a
Yeah, I
Mount.
mean, depending on the setting, you know what I mean?
Hey, I hear you. You got the truck windows rolled down. You're rolling through Boone. Might want to blast some country, but
Yeah.
pre-game. Let's put someone else on. Mount Rushmore. Pick 2 country artists, 2 hip hop artists. Mount Rushmore.
I'm gonna go with for my hip hop. I'm gonna go with Biggie Smalls. I'm gonna go with Lil Wayne. For country, give me some Toby Keith and give me some George Strait.
All right. I can vibe with that list. Devin's pumped up for it.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
All right. Rank these 3 beers here: PBR, Busch Light, Heineken.
I'm gonna go Busch Light, Heineken, PBR.
1, 2, and 3.
1, 2, and 3.
Hey, perfect. Busch is just like water, man. Goes down easy.
That's it. That's it.
That's really it for the hot seat questions. Boys, you got any hot seat questions for him before we hop into listeners?
Yeah, I got one, and this one's striking hot. Is pineapple a pizza topping?
Not for me. Not me personally. Not a big pineapple guy.
Okay, that's respectable. At least it wasn't immediate hate when you heard that question, because a lot of times I get a lot of hate from just saying that it is. So I appreciate that. Very
To each
polite.
his own, man. To each his own.
Hey, just spreading more good vibes. That's what he's doing out here.
That's it.
I got a question. What's your like go-to party drink? Not just beer or anything, like a rum and coke or vodka or something. What's your go-to party drink?
My go-to, vodka Red Bull, man. Vodka
Fair.
Red Bull.
That'll get you buzzing all night.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Matt's probably drinking one of those right now to stay up for this podcast.
Don't have too many vodka Red Bulls, though. Your heart might feel a bit funny.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a good point.
All right, let's move to these listener questions. We got a handful here. Most of them pretty good. Jay Gibbies wants to know best golfer on the team.
Myself. No doubt.
right.
100%. Put the house on it.
Oh,
That's saying a lot.
Shit.
I know the boys play a lot of golf here. T. Henny.
Hey,
Hey, T Henny hasn't beat me yet.
Oh,
What's your handicap?
What time of the year are we talking about?
Springtime.
Springtime? I don't know. It's a little cold up here, but summer we can get it down to about a 5.
A 5.
Ooh.
Phew, you can make it to the
Dang.
Europe team enough for that.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that now.
Oh man. All right. Hey, I'm here for it. All right. T and Wilson, what does the LDK mean to you?
Oh man, he texted me. He's gonna ask that. You know, it's just a house kind of thing. You know, it was started by Tanner Wilson himself. Shout out Wilson Farms, QB here last year. But yeah, I don't know. You'd have to ask him on that. He has a bunch of different meanings for it, and I don't know which one he wants me to say.
All right, Wilson. Hey, you got to hop on next week. Let the people know.
Yeah, we'll have to let the people know at some point what LDK means.
Yeah, when I was reading that this afternoon, I was like, "What the hell?" Hopefully, TD knows because I didn't have a clue. So I'm glad you did.
Yeah, you know, kid show. Can't be saying that.
All right. Ron Mexico, is it true your big brother gave you a black eye in the parking lot before school?
Well, I'm his big brother because I'm 30 seconds older than him. But yeah, it is true. We were fighting over a mirror because I was trying to back in at school and he wouldn't move back so I could see it. And so we got out of the car and kind of got in a little, and he just threw a right at me and he got me. But then I was going to get him, but then our buddy pulled up. So he hopped in their car and locked the doors. Yeah, so that's what happened.
Typical younger brother just running away.
Yeah, exactly. They're just a pest, aren't they?
Completely gay.
That might be the best sibling story we've had on here so far.
Oh, we got some.
Yeah,
for sure.
Just scratching the surface.
Well, speaking of, M Solo, is it true you have a brother who is a superior athlete and that played at the collegiate level?
I would not call him a superior athlete, but he did play quarterback at Charlotte for a year, and then now he's at Clemson, you know, holding it down there, doing his thing. So he's not playing football, just, you know, going around having some fun.
Hey, sometimes that's all you need in life.
Yeah, amen.
And your dad's over at Clemson, right?
Yeah, he is.
Keeping him in check. I got you.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
We can say that.
B. Daniel Kennedy, he just wanted to let you know, hey, you're an absolute animal. Everything we've seen this season, you've been all over the place, man.
Yeah, shout out Daniel, actually. One of the good buddies from back home in Georgia. So shout out Daniel, appreciate it.
Hey, shout out to the boys. You always got to do it.
Yeah, you know.
Team you hate the most in the Sun Belt. This comes from Andrew Price, and I think we kind of alluded to it.
Yeah, we definitely did. The Beach Chickens.
There you go, Tim. There's your new name for them.
The Beach Chickens. I love it.
I got to know, what's your least favorite place to play in the Sun Belt? Most favorite besides the Rock?
I love playing at Georgia Southern. I'm from Southern. Know a lot of people that go there. You know, also another team that, you know, we're not huge fans of, but great rivalry. They bring it when we're down there. So that'd be favorite. And least favorite, I don't know. To be honest with you. I've never played at ULM.
Be
never
thankful.
Not a big fan of Duck Dynasty West Monroe down there.
I like them, but the hotel, there's like only one hotel in like a whatever mile radius, and it was pretty shitty, but
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah. So I haven't played there, but I don't really have a least favorite at this point.
Okay. We'll ask you later on in the season. I'm sure you'll have a couple for us. All right. And then what's it like before a game? App State football wants to know.
What's it like before a game? I mean, it's different for everybody. You know, I'm kind of a calm guy. Just put on my headphones, kind of lock in, and then go out for pre-games, kind of let it rip a little bit. But I mean, it's definitely intense. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's locked in. Everybody's got one goal. So it's pretty tense. It's pretty fun though. So.
Yeah, I can imagine. What's a go-to song you're getting locked into?
Key Glock, Mr. Glock.
Glock, Mr. Glock.
Go to every time before a game.
Okay, it's gonna get you the goosebumps. You're going out, running through a brick wall.
We only listen to it before pregame, not in the car or nothing. That's the only one. We just listen to it right before the game.
Yeah. Hey, we got 5 minutes before we go out, Coach. All right, bet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I got you. Good deal. Any pregame rituals that go along with it?
Nah, man, not very superstitious. You know, just kind of do my own thing and get ready, and then when it's time to go out there, So no really pregame rituals.
I hear you. Just go out there and do the damn thing. Let's go.
That's it.
Hey, hell yeah. Hey, TD, that's going to do it for the questions and all our questions for you. If you want to stick around and talk football, you're more than welcome. If not, hey, you got to bounce. You're a student athlete. I hear you. But we appreciate the hell for you hopping on.
Yeah, appreciate it, boys. Yeah, I do have a resume due tonight at 12, so I have to bounce and do that. But hey, appreciate it, man.
Hey,
Y'all awesome. You're doing what you're doing.
We appreciate it, man. Anytime, you're always welcome back. And anything you want to plug real quick? Get an NIL deal?
Tap room. Go to tap room.
There it is.
Beer and food in town.
Hey, you heard the man. If you're from out of town, when you go to Boone, go to tap room. I mean, shit, those tacos are delicious.
They are.
Beer, cold beer. Life's good.
Amen.
Hey, you be good, man. Best of luck this Thursday. We'll be rooting for you.
Thank you, man. Y'all have a good one.
See you, man.
Hey, one heck of an interview. One heck of a dude.
What a guy.
What a dude. What a guy. Well, as I re-up our camera here, we had a huge week in college football, NFL, all that stuff. And I'm excited to dive into it. Boys, anything we want to hop into first?
First thing, I just want to check. Can y'all hear me?
Oh, yeah. We got you loud and clear.
You got me clear?
No. Nope.
Okay. Well, if I start chopping, let me know. Our power went out like a few days ago, and the whole campus has been just crazy.
What's happening over there?
I don't know. We couldn't, we had class today, and people in Zoom just couldn't come to class because the whole system was shot. And so I think it's still glitching over here, but
That's fair. Well, boys, let's start with some NBA news. Two things came out today that we need to talk about. First off, if I can find it, I don't know if I put it on here. No. Anyways. Oh, I got it. We're good. Life's good. JJ Reddick retires from the NBA. I'm a huge Duke fan. I grew up a Duke fan. We've talked about it multiple times on the podcast. Kind of a sad day. He played 14 seasons in the NBA, finished his career as a Maverick. But, man, that dude was lights out from the three-point line, free throw line. One of my favorite college athletes of all time. I'll put him on the Mount Rushmore of college athletes. But sad day. Also, one of those people, you didn't realize he was going to be in that league that long, especially being from Duke.
Yeah, that's interesting. What do you guys think his NIL deal would have been if it was acceptable in his college ball days?
So supposedly he was a poet. And so maybe a little SoundCloud deal, maybe a little poetry deal. I don't know.
All right.
I think he'd have got paid though.
Oh yeah, definitely by something.
I mean, he was like the next version of Christian Laettner, the person that fans just hate from Duke. I think he definitely, especially in today's culture, somebody would just been like, "Oh, I hate you, Brand," or whatever, and they would have rolled with it. It's a good question, Tim.
Yeah,
maybe like a little Drano,
Drano,
little Drano.
Oh, Drano. Okay.
I don't know why that's not being pursued. If you're a shooter,
someone needs to hop on that.
Hey, Dev, go ahead and call him up. Drano, we got to get the best shooter in the country on.
Hey, if anybody's looking for a manager for their NIL deals, I'm your boy.
Maybe a little Rain X or something.
Oh man, yeah. It's just I had to give him a shout out. All-time favorite player for Duke, and sad to see him gone, but really impressed he lasted that long, especially being a Dookie. And then the other NBA news: Ben Simmons. I'm done. I ain't coming to training camp for the 76ers. I hate Philly. I hate Philly cheesesteaks. Get him out of here. Never seen Rocky. Who cares? I'm done with Philadelphia.
Where's he going to go?
I don't know, but the way that city treated him, and obviously his play did not do him any favors, but I don't blame him. I wouldn't return to a city that hates me.
That's soft. That's soft, man.
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know. Don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, where do we think his best landing destination is going to be?
G League.
Oh.
I mean, realistically, if he wants to be I know he's a great ball player. Obviously, I've never played anything remotely close to that, so I'll be gentle here. But I'm pretty sure his free throw percentage is like worse than Shaq's.
Mm-hmm.
He can't shoot jump shots great. I won't say he's like terrible at them, but like, come on, man. Like, you choked in the playoffs. The city is already a city that's pretty brutal to their athletes. You just got to realize, like, it doesn't matter. You're going to make millions of dollars no matter what you do. So, like, quit crying about it. Go work on your jump shot, and you'll be fine.
Good point. Touche. I don't know if he rebounds from this. I really don't.
I doubt it. I mean, I don't know. I don't watch the NBA anyway. I don't know why I'm even saying anything.
What if they bring back the Supersonics and Ben Simmons is the face of the Supersonics?
This leads them to a resurgence, a rebirth.
He said, I'm Katie 2.0 MFers. Katie left Supersonics. I made the Supersonics.
Holy shit. That would be kind of cool, though. Like,
Yeah.
he's like historically one of the worst shooters, like shooting guards of all time. And then he comes back and he's just like unreal, lights out.
Drano calls him out. Raynix calls him up.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we're going to fix your shot and pay you for it.
Sounds like a win-win.
I don't blame him. Fitz, you're more of an NBA guy than any of us.
I know. My internet's being weird. I can't even see y'all. Like, y'all are like fuzzy and like I can't even see. I have no idea where Simmons should go. I'm with Devin. I think G League might be honestly where he ends up.
Yep.
I don't think he can actually help anybody. Like anybody relevant. You can bring him into a team that just needs someone. Like I'm just trying to think like who just needs a big name. But even then, that's a reach. Like he's not going to help them.
Yeah. Hey, maybe 6th man of the year. What if he just has one hell of an offseason, just come back 6th man of the year?
He's not going to be a 6th man. Like I don't think he would.
You don't think he'd do it?
I don't think he wants to be that. I think he is looking to have more. Like I think that's his whole issue is like nobody's putting any respect on his name. But like, you kind of deserved like the slander.
Yeah. I mean, kind of like the John Wall thing we talked about last week, where we don't think John Wall's going to be a 6th man. Like he wants to play. Ben Simmons wants to play, and
they should just come together.
Make their own team. Make the Supersonics, sponsored by Dranex and Rain. Like, let's go. Drano and Ranex.
So bad.
Or maybe they're on something. Maybe it's like the supervillains. Anyways, that's enough NBA talk.
Thank you.
Yeah. Let's talk about some good old-fashioned college football upsets here. Fresno State takes down UCLA Bruins. I had to eat my words Saturday night. I think, Tim, this is the only underdog you called Saturday with our boy Raphael. But
no, I called it.
In Fitz.
Shout out Devontae Adams, Fresno State.
That's right. Me and Raphael from my bookie were like, yeah, right. Chip Kelly, Visor, UCLA dices them up. Number 13 goes down. Fresno State, 40-37. Very impressed.
Fresno State's legit, man.
They ain't playing no games.
No
more free, Randy. And then on the other side, Morganton, we have an upset. West Virginia, who lost opening week to Maryland. And I wrote them off. I was done betting on Maryland. Dead. But then they broke out the gold uniforms and the gold helmets. And I said, hold on. They beat Virginia Tech here. And damn it, they did. Number 15, Virginia Tech goes to Morgantown. And
what
really
did I tell you?
Never got beat. I mean, West Virginia was never in danger of losing that game. 27-21. All the couches were being burned on College Road there in West Virginia.
What I tell you, man, you never, ever rely on Virginia Tech to do anything. Ever.
Yeah. Which now, how bad does the ACC look now?
Bad.
Terrible.
I was just thinking that. Like, it couldn't be worse. Like, if Virginia Tech had gotten hot and just got on a streak here, it's like, oh, Virginia Tech, they're going to represent the ACC, but ACC is not they're not going to get in the playoff. There's no chance now.
I mean, yeah, Clemson loses to Georgia. Yes, it was a close defensive slugfest, but now all their conference play wins don't mean anything.
No.
Wow. I mean, this is crazy. A lot of upsets this Saturday, which, boys, we weren't really paying attention to, but that's all right. The other one, Miami versus Michigan State, I think we all called this. Give us the Sparties. It was at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, and Michigan State whooped the tar out of Miami, 38-17. I mean, I don't think any of us were surprised. Miami's not good.
I mean, I really wanted Miami to win to give – the only thing that would benefit is to give us more cred. So
Exactly.
If anything, that just hurt us.
Yeah, and that's true. And I think anybody that goes back and watches the App State Miami game, they realize, like, we didn't lose to Miami. We beat ourselves there. I think there's a lot of miscues there. We should have beat
Very
them.
true. Very true.
I don't think they realize that, though.
No, the outside world doesn't.
Like, that's the thing. Like, that's what I hate about college football. Like, this just adds the fuel to my fire. Is like one loss. Like, what am I actually watching? And then when we win and we only win by 7, it's like, oh, they're not good because they only beat so and so by this many points. It's infuriating.
I mean, I can sip on that Kool-Aid a little bit. I understand what you're saying. And then the last matchup we had to talk about, number 23 BYU takes down number 19 Arizona State. Now, to me, once again, not a big upset because it's in BYU. BYU has been hot, and they beat them by 10 points. Herm Edwards and Marvin Lewis on that staff they didn't look good all Saturday night long.
They're on which staff?
Yeah, Herm Edwards and Marvin Lewis are on Arizona State staff.
That's crazy.
Yeah, 2 former NFL head
That's
coaches.
crazy.
There's a lot of former NFL coaches in the college level. I mean, Primetime hired Hugh Jackson, former Browns head coach. Crazy. But hey, listeners, watchers, I'm excited for this Saturday. We got another show, college football show coming on, and Raphael is going to rejoin us again. He had so much fun. He wants to run it back, and I love talking to Raphael, talking about some odds, some bookies. Now look, we lost a couple parlays there, but we're going to bounce back this Saturday. I got a good feeling. All right, boys. Should we just dive into our NFL pick'ems?
Let's do it.
It's the best part of my Tuesday.
Every week we get flack for this. I don't care.
We get flack.
Yeah, for copyright issues.
Oh,
don't
wow.
care. We're going to let it ride, baby.
That or we can just have Tim make a cover of it.
I think we should, right?
Yeah, let me get my harmonica.
Get Carol on the piano.
Yeah, get Carol on the piano keys. Oh, that'd be fire.
Houston Texans, Carolina Panthers teeing off. Carolina, a 7.5 point favorite. Tyrod Taylor was Dyson, but apparently that hamstring, from inside sources, that hamstring has popped off. Like, it is not a good situation for Tyrod, which we've talked about before. The most unlucky NFL player, I think, in the history of the NFL. Every year he does good. He's got a starting job, and something happens. Concussion, punctured lung, now a hamstring issue. I hate it for our boy Tyrod. But Davis Mills, rookie from Sanford, gets the start over Deshaun Watson. Who we taking?
What's our order?
Hey, let's go. Fitz, Matt, Tim, Slate, me.
Okay, first off, Panthers 2-0. This is the number 1 defense in terms of yards, passing, and rushing against. Panthers are number 1. Now, I know they've played the Jets and the Saints, but still, I think no one has been talking about this Panthers defense. They're humming. The only thing is, early in the season, the Panthers' schedule is pretty light. They don't really face anybody big. So I don't know if the Texans are even a true test. Like, I don't know if the Panthers have had a true test, but still amazing to watch. I mean, their addition of Sam Darnold, it's like that's all they needed. And they were good on defense. They've got weapons on offense. But I think the Panthers keep rolling. I don't care who's playing quarterback for Houston. I'm taking the Panthers.
Yeah, I'm the same. I think the Panthers are secretly quite good. But we'll only really know until they actually play a decent team, as you said, Fitz. I don't know when they actually play a good side. But yeah,
Well,
I'm taking.
they've got Texans, Cowboys, Eagles, Vikings, Giants, Falcons.
Oh, so
Like
don't play
they
anybody.
literally they
Boo.
don't play anybody. Patriots still
Maybe.
no, but then
So we'll find out in the playoffs.
they get the
Got it.
Cardinals in November, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I thought the Saints were going to be like, all right, Carolina, calm down. And we'll talk about Jameis Winston later, but
Yeah, Panthers all day long.
Was I next?
yes, sir.
Ugh. All right, we're going Panthers. Yeah, I haven't really actually watched anything from Houston, but I think Evan's right on the money. I think their defense is undervalued at this point. So yeah, we're giving it to the Panthers.
Houston, we have a problem. No, I mean, this is worst case scenario. As somebody who does his best not to root for the Panthers, because all I'm going to see on Facebook and everywhere else is how good they're going to be, especially since Evan just read off their great schedule they have coming up. So it's going to be miserable for a while. But I'll give them credit. I think they'll be able to beat the brakes off the Texans.
Yeah, I'm with you. Give me the Panthers. Give me the money line. I don't know if I'll touch the spread or the over-under, but give me the money line of the Panthers. Especially they play that Panther video. They keep playing the CGI one, tearing through banners of the Jets and Saints.
Low-key, pretty slick.
Yeah.
I do like it.
Kudos to their marketing team, digital team, whatever you want to call them. Draft of the year so far. Video game numbers being put up by Arizona and the Cardinals. Kyler Murray, Dyson. They're going against Jacksonville, who T. Roof and us talked about. Urban Meyer might be trying to head on out like we've been hitting at. Arizona 7.5-point favorite, over under set at 52. Who do you guys take?
Well, first of all, didn't Urban Meyer, wasn't he like in his interview, he said something like, I'm staying. Like I'm here to coach or something.
You have to say that.
I don't know if it sounded like he was pretty fed up with people making that rumor.
That
was how I interpreted it. Parker, you're just the media. You're just trying to get a buzz. And I don't think that's what's actually happening.
People are going to hop on this train and then like, damn, Pub Sports Talk were the first one to call it. Let's go.
Nah,
baby.
see, but it's not happening. He's staying. So, obviously, I like Arizona. I think just since week one, I think they're the team to watch. I think Kyler could be he's very early for an MVP candidate, but right now, I think through week 4 it'd be interesting to kick around who he thinks MVP already. But Kyler's up there. Jacksonville, they need a lot of help, and this is going to be an ugly one. So Arizona.
Yeah, my bet with Tim is not looking great. Me and Tim had a bet that the Jags would do better over the Lions.
They're both 0-2.
Yeah, both 0-2. Jags just need to win one game, and I might be within a shout. But Jags are losing players left, right, and center, and touchdown Jesus is it's been pretty quiet so far. So I'm gonna have to pick the Cardinals.
Yep, I'm going Cardinals as well. They've been pretty electric on offense. So, yep, Cardinals.
Pretty easy lock for the parlay this week, so definitely going Cardinals.
Oh, yeah, hands down. I told you guys last week, Tim, you're taking the Rams all 16, 18 weeks here. I'm taking the Cards every week of the season. I mean, they are just so unreal. They had a close game against Minnesota, but, I mean, nobody can beat, the Vikings like Cincinnati did in Arizona. They're a tough team, NFC North. Yeah, give me the Cards by a mile. This game, I am all locked into. I'm not touching it from a betting standpoint, but I am glued to my TV watching this game. The Colts versus the Titans. Now, yes, Wentz could be injured, suffered double sprained ankles. Probably the most Wentz thing I could ever say here. Tennessee minus 5-point favorite. Over under set at 48.
Well, so I've been trying to look for the same Colts defense from last season because they were top of the league, and I don't know where it is. So Derrick Henry just coming off a monster day. Devin, your boy, all hail King Henry. All hail King Henry. But I talked last week about how Seattle had a great running defense, and I thought Seattle was going to take them down, and Derrick Henry just made it look easy. So I think he's going to keep it up versus the Colts. I think it's Tennessee by a mile. I don't know where this defense is.
I've got Derrick Henry and AJ Brown on the Pub Sports Fantasy League. So by that reason only, I've got to pick the Titans.
Yeah, I don't know. Colts just always seem to disappoint me because they always on paper, they always look great. They sound great. And then they just kind of fall flat. And Tennessee impressed me getting a win in Seattle. So we'll go with the Titans.
Yeah, I don't know that the week to figure out a defense is the week that you have to play against Derrick Henry. So I do agree with Evan. I think that on paper they have what should be a solid defense, especially stemming from last year, but definitely not happening this week. Let's go Titans. All hail King Henry.
Yeah. On paper, the Colts should be one hell of a team. Offense, defense, special teams. They've got all the pieces there. Just something's not clicking. Yeah, give me the Titans. Going into Seattle, going in the 12th man, and just taking the will to win there. Yeah. Give me Tennessee. Next game here. Washington, no names, going against Buffalo Bills. Bills Mafia, -9 favorite here. 45.5-point over under.
So out of spite, because in an earlier episode, I said Taylor Heineke has earned that job. And y'all were just giving crap about, oh, no, like it's Fitzmagic time. Heineke's a bust, all this stuff. Look, Heineke, you put him in the spotlight. You put the lights on, and he performs. He performed in the playoffs. I think it's his time. I think it's Heineke time. So this may be a reach. I think it's going to be a good game. I mean, this was one I had question marks all around. I like that it's in Buffalo. If I'm being honest, I'd probably take Buffalo. But this is one maybe bet against the spread because I think Washington's going to keep it close. But give me Washington because I know all y'all are going to take the Bills, and I'm just going to lock in my pick and say it's Heineke time before y'all can talk shit.
Wrong.
I'll tell you what's going to happen. Josh Allen is going to run up to Taylor Heineke, pick him up, and throw him through a table.
Yes!
Bills all day long, baby.
Did
Bills
you
all day
see
long.
the 2-play drive that Heineke had against the Giants? Did you see the laser that he threw to the corner of the end zone? Did you see him dialed in with Terry McLaurin? Terry McLaurin finally has a quarterback. I mean, Washington is a team now. They are a team, and Heineke's their guy. I'm just putting this right now.
Beating a good team. Like they just lost to the Chargers at home, and they beat the Giants at home. And they only just beat the Giants, and the Giants are terrible.
It's got to start somewhere.
Very true, very true. But I think same with the Panthers. Like they've got to do it against a real side before I've got to talk about them.
All right, take note. This week they're taking down the Bills.
All right,
I'm with you, Fitz. Let's go, Washington football team.
I don't like that.
What?
All right, Tim. Okay.
I'm going with them too.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, not so hard of a pick, huh?
I like their defense.
Okay.
Well, Washington gets an extra, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 3 days to prep for Buffalo. That's huge in the NFL. Getting some extra time. Washington coming off Thursday night game. Heineke, Scary Terry, dialed in. They're locked in. Ron Rivera is ready, but Pull those ladders up. We're going to have a visual for Washington's football team because they're going to put through a table. Give me the Bills by a mile. It's in Buffalo. Cole Beasley, vaccinated, not vaccinated, don't matter. Give me the damn Bills.
Hate it.
I'd
Next-
hate to be your neighbor.
Yeah, probably. Probably hate to be Claudia downstairs, but Saints, New England, -3 favorite over under
Ooh.
sit at 41.5.
Now, see, I wasn't sure who the favorite would be. I guess it's Belichick versus Jameis and Kamara. So can Belichick devise a scheme to slow down Kamara, give Jameis trouble? I think he probably can. I mean, devising a scheme against a rookie quarterback in the Jets last week and Zach Wilson, that did not look good for him. And you knew that was going to be a long afternoon. Yeah, 4 picks. But this one's tough because I think Jameis could hold his own. I think Kamara could give them some trouble. And I like New Orleans' defense. I'll take the Saints. I think the Panthers are that good. I think people are sleeping on them because they lost to the Panthers, and I don't know. Everyone's hating on my Packers too because that was the Saints' first win. I'll take the Saints.
I'm pretty torn. I literally have no idea. It really depends of what Jameis Winston's going to turn up in it. Like literally, if he rolls out the bed feeling good, Saints all day long. But if Belichick controls them, I'm gonna say the Saints. I can say that Saints defense is going to get after Mac Jones.
Yeah, I kind of like the Saints here too. They kind of puttered out this last weekend, but I don't know. I feel like they're going to have these flashes in the pan where Jameis is going to look like a S-tier quarterback, and then literally the next week he could look average. But I don't know. I just feel like the Saints this week. So let's do that.
Saints.
We getting the brooms out?
Doubt it.
Bill Belichick loves defense. Jameis Winston is Dr. Jekyll, Mr. LASIK. Depends on what Jameis you're going to get here. You're getting a hell of a Jameis this week. Give me the Saints. Give me the broom. Let's sweep.
Oh man.
Wow.
So that's probably a lock on New England now.
Lock on New England, no doubt.
For sure.
This game, I am pumped for. Kansas City, LA Chargers, Mahomes versus Air Bear. Kansas City, 6.5-point favorite. Over-under set at 55.5 points. Probably the highest over-under we're going to have this week. A lot of points supposed to be scored. What do you say?
So these teams are very similar, which I don't think a lot of people realize. I mean, it's hard to collect stats just through 2 weeks, but within 2 games, both of these are their top 5, or they're both top 10 in total offense. The Chargers are 5th and Kansas City's 9th. You have Kansas City 2nd in passing yards. LA Chargers are 4th in passing yards. The one difference is they both have shitty run defenses, but the LA Chargers are number 4 against the pass. Kansas City number 20 against the pass. That's like the one outlier. I am taking the Chargers in this one. This is probably my upset pick of the week. I think it's a great game. KC, I think it's what you alluded to a few weeks ago, Parker. You just said they only try when they want to. And I feel like it's not a great recipe for success. I think they're getting a little slack. So I think the KC falls to 1-2, and it becomes a what's happening in Kansas City. So, and Chargers they're a good team. I think the Chargers are that good. So give me LA.
I don't really get. I see what you're trying to say about they're good when they want to. This is a divisional game. They're gonna want to be good. That's for sure in this game. I'm not gonna bet against Mahomes and Andy Reid. Chiefs all day long.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a great game. I actually, for some reason, watched the Chargers and the Dallas game, and man, the Chargers they just shot themselves in the foot a lot. Like, I think they have really good potential in this game, but I really think it's going to come down to penalties is what's going to hold them back. So we're going Chiefs.
Yeah, with the game being in Arrowhead, I think the Chargers have historically done a pretty decent job at limiting Mahomes. So I think it'll be closer than people expect. And I'm going to take the under on points as well. So let's go Chiefs.
Wow, you're taking the under.
Yep.
Wow. Well, we can't make a parlay together, Slate, because I'm definitely hitting the over here. If the Chiefs would have lost or would have beat the Ravens, I'd put my money on the Chargers here. I think they have a letdown game, but I think Mahomes, Reed, offense, defense, they get their shit together this week. I think they beat LA here. Give me the Chiefs, but hey, shout out to your boys down there in purple and black. The biggest balls in the NFL going for it and getting that dub.
That's what Maryland does, Parker.
Hey, that was an awesome text to wake up
and
to.
wheelbarrowing your nuts around because they're so big on that 4th and 1 call.
Huge call. All right. Browns, Chi-Town, the Bears. Bears coming off a win probably against the toughest AFC North team. Questionable, right? Andy Dalton got his revenge there. Taking on the Browns. Browns 7-point favorite. What do we say?
Who's starting for the Bears?
The Red Rifle, baby. Lock
So
and loaded.
it's not Fields?
As far as I've heard, it's Dalton.
Because I was really pumped for Fields in his debut, return to Ohio. I thought that was going to be a great story. But if it's Dalton, well, Baker got a shoulder injury last week. I mean, he's good to play, but just a little bit of a scare there as a quarterback. You don't want any kind of shoulder injury. But yeah, I think I'll take Cleveland. Unless Fields starts, then I'd be prone to take him over a battered up. I don't know if you say that's right, but a gimpy Baker. I would take Fields over, but I don't trust Andy Dalton. Taking Cleveland as of right now.
I actually quite like the spread here. I'm going to take the points and say Bears. I feel quite dirty saying that as a Packers fan, to be honest, but I don't think the Browns are that amazing, and the Bears are bad, but not terrible. So yeah.
See, I'm the opposite. I think the Bears are just meh, but the Browns have a lot of weapons, both sides of the ball. So even with a questionable Baker, shoot, you got Chubb and Kareem Hunt. Just run that puppy all day and just control the clock. So I think there's ways around it if he's not 100%. So I'm going Browns.
I'm going Browns as well. I think it's going to be 14. I think they're going to beat them by 14 at least.
That's fair. I mean, there's a ton of weapons in Cleveland. You're right. But every year there's weapons in Cleveland, and every year they choke. They don't get it done. Andy Dalton knows this defense inside and out. He's gone against Cleveland multiple thousands, hundreds, not really, but a lot of times against Cleveland Browns defense. He knows them in and out. Give me the Browns to win, Bears to cover, though.
Just take the Bears.
Nope. Nope. But I'm taking the Bears with the points because I'm with Matt. I like that spread a lot. Spread that New York does not like here. Broncos, Jets. Broncos, 10.5-point favorite. That's a lot for an NFL game. Over under set at 41 points.
I just can't believe Denver's 2-0. That I think between them and Carolina, it's like, geez, I never would have guessed that. And a chance to go 3-0 and potentially 4-0. And again, my old story is my dad and I week 4 would always get out the newspaper and make playoff predictions. And the 4-0 teams they've always historically been really good playoff teams down the stretch. So, they're halfway there. But I'm waiting on the Jets to win with Wilson. I think last week was definitely just a lot to learn from playing against Belichick and perhaps too fast. That it just piles up on you. It's one of those games that you're just ready to get out of. I think he has a little more success against Denver. I would definitely take the Jets in that spread. I think that's too many points for Denver. I gotta take Denver though. I think Denver gets the 3-0 and it just is amazing. It's like this team's, but again, it's just scheduling and opponents and all that. So Denver.
Wilson was good up against Bill Belichick. He was always going to lose. He was always going to get embarrassed against the Pats. 10 points is a lot of points. I'm taking the Jets all day long here. In terms of spread, obviously Broncos will win, but I think the Jets and Wilson will cover this. And I think I'll take the over as well. 41 points. I reckon that's going over.
All right, boys.
Oh,
What does the Scout report read? Oh, what's that? The Jets stink. God, the Jets stink. Scouter doesn't lie. Denver's winning this one. Easy.
If it wasn't for Denver being 2-0, this is going to be my game I just don't care about. but it's honorable mention. I think it's honorable mention. And I think it's the Broncos pulling it out for sure. Sorry, Jets.
I tell you what, the Jets need a win. The rookie quarterback class needs some production because rookie quarterbacks have looked terrible in their starts. Mac Jones, yeah, he's got one winner's belt, but he didn't look good in it. Zach Wilson obviously throwing 4 picks. Touchdown Jesus looking horrible. And I think if he wasn't the next best quarterback prospect since Manning, he'd get a lot of more flack than what he's getting. But you know what? It's a party over with our sponsors over in Pure Spectrum. Seth Wagner, pass that peace pipe over here, brother, that victory pipe. We're taking Broncos plus the points. They destroy the Jets. Plus, use our code, get 20% off all their products on Pure Spectrum. Use our code PUB20. You won't regret it. Probably the most fumbles I've ever had doing an ad read right there, but we'll bounce back. We'll always do. Now, this game, near and dear to my heart, obviously. Cincinnati Bengals coming off a tough loss going against Pittsburgh, who also coming off a tough loss against the Raiders. Pittsburgh -4 favorite. This is at Heinz Field. Over-under set at 44 points.
It's Pittsburgh. I don't think I can make an argument for Cincy. So I'm curious what you have to say about it, Hacky. But I like Pittsburgh. I mean, Vegas is another team that was 2-0. I mean, Gruden's got this team pretty focused. They stole one from Devin's Ravens in the opener, and then the steal one against the Steelers. So curious to see what the Raiders can do the rest of the way. But I think the Steelers are back on track here. I don't think, I think that spread's pretty generous. I would hammer down on that, or hammer. Yeah, I'd take him. Steelers, Steel Curtain.
Completely agree with Fitz on everything he said.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
you,
Parker.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, Parker. But Steelers all day long.
I'll drink to that. Laheim.
I'll drink to that too. That the Bengals are gonna win. Give me the Bengals. Hey, we gotta stick together, Parker. Solidarity, brother.
And here it is. Here's the game I just don't care about.
This one?